it's interesting because you are a Russian native, a Russian person who
Mhm.
is now studying Polish, and I think that's pretty cool because you find in so many situations people that speak Romance languages speak other Romance languages, but in the case of Slavic languages, I don't see many cases of, let's say, a Russian speaker who's like, I'm going to study Belarusian or I'm going to study Polish. So I'm kind of curious, what is the Polish language like from the perspective of a native of another Slavic language? Because I can ask this question to some other, you know, Romance language natives, and I kind of have an idea for myself since I speak Spanish. But what's it like for a native of a Slavic language, for example, in your case, Russian? How do you perceive Polish when you hear it, when you hear people speak the language?
This is a very interesting topic because from one point, it's of course it's easier. It's easier for me to learn, let's say, Polish than Spanish, because of course it's a Slavic language, because we have the same expressions, we have the same idioms, and the idioms I would never understand in Spanish or in Italian. I understand from like without no translation in Polish because they're pretty much the same. But I would say that for me, learning Spanish as a native speaker of Russian was easier than learning Polish,
What?
because
Wow.
that's something not very intuitive, because it's a different language family. But the thing is that the structure of the Slavic languages is more complicated, because you have cases, you have um, more forms, just more forms, more grammar, and whenever you talk, when it goes to about understanding, it's all right. I wouldn't say that it's easier for me, because it's easy for Ukrainians, for Belarusians, but Russian actually is quite different from any other Slavic language.
Uh-huh.
I heard somewhere that within all Slavic languages, Russian is the one which has the most, different vocabulary.
Right.
So yeah, you have a lot of. I had a lot of struggle learning it, and still I'm learning. Like it's been 2 years, and still I'm learning the words, and it's not that's easy actually. But when it comes to Spanish, you actually have less possibility to make mistakes,
Mm.
because like for example, I don't know, uh, yo creo que esto es algo que uh, te guste, correct, right? Because subjuntivo, I don't speak it, I don't use it well, but you get the idea. And like the same thing in Russian.
Mm.
Я думаю, что это что-то интересное для тебя, or we have to use the like cases. Я пошел к нему, потому что я узнал, что у него есть.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard for me to find the example, but the point is that whenever you like create a sentence in Russian or in Polish, like you have so many possibilities to be mistake. There's always a word like ending, or somewhere, or some part at the beginning of a word, or in
Right.
Russian especially, you have problems with the accent. In Polish, it's okay. They have it's fixed basically, but just the idea of whenever you speak Polish, you always have to be focused on the endings, on the cases, just more grammar, just more possibility
Mm.
to mistake. And
Yeah.
Spanish, it's the grammar is way simpler, and same goes with English. That's the reason why it's actually an international language, because Russian wouldn't be an international language because it's so hard.
Right.
So actually, as far as grammar goes, I think that Spanish is actually easier for a Russian native speaker to learn than Polish or than Czech.
Okay.